Welcome to the Monday webinar we hold every week, and this is my chance to kind of catch up and get you guys prepared for the week ahead and kind of create some strategies and ideas based on the charts. And of course, we archive this webinar, so the Fox will render it and send it to you. You'll get it tomorrow, and you can review it if you're not here. If you have questions or crystal ball readings, please just put them in the box, and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. One of the comments here is I asked how you guys are doing, and one of the members said, "Good, but missed the sell on Boyle." So let me just put up Boyle, and let's go over this and kind of look at this. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to sell everything this morning, and I got lucky before Boyle really got hit. It all depends on natural gas. I mean, this is not good. This is a doji at the top followed by a huge dark candle. Not good. We're on an ADX buy, but we're turned down. MACD is going on a sell signal. So these are leveraged. And you really want them to break out. I thought they were breaking out on Friday because if this thing gets above 60, and it's tried this before, but if it gets above 60, it goes to 75, 80. Now, we closed down 4 points today, so we're 5 points away from 60, but my goal on this, if I still had it, was let it pop back a day, to like AFI did today. AFI, it was down big on Friday, large dark candle, ugly as could be, and then today it rallied. Well, I would be a seller of AFI into this strength, and if it takes out the high, get back in. Same thing with Boyle. If you can get a bounce in Boyle, maybe halfway up the candle, so that would be $2. Sell it, and then if it takes out this high, get back in. Keep it on your watch list. Here's Boyle. So you're seeing it trade each day. So you get a feel for it, and you know when to go in and out. All right, first thing is let's look at the S&P 500. So Friday was a big down day, and we had a large dark candle that came right down to the 50-day moving average. Then today we got all the way down to 1422, and we bounced. At the end of the day, I think it was the plunge protection team. Let's do a 15-minute chart and see what happened in the last hour. There it is. Wow. Look at that. 15 minutes is actually the last 15 minutes, but the last hour we were at 1425 going into the 1 o'clock, the last hour of trading, and we went from 1425 to 1433. It went up 8.5 points. Come on. That's not the Fed? Look at that. One of the headlines, Fed considering upping QE3 size and language. What is going on? That's crazy. But by the way, the FOMC is meeting, and they end their meeting on Wednesday. So what happens if the Fed comes out with a good announcement? I don't know. But the earnings have been awful. But my point is, you're still on a sell signal on the S&P 500. And by the way, I've been using the 15-minute chart for my buy and sell signals, and it's worked really well. Because if you look at the S&P 500, look, since 10/14 or whatever day this was, once we got above the 50-day, 10/15, we held the 50-day all the way until Thursday. And Thursday, we got a sell signal. Right here. Here. Break of the 50, ADX goes on a sell. And the ADX has been on a sell from 1455 all the way down to 1425. Guess what it just did today? Went on a buy. Weird. So we'll see what happens. But basically, I'm bullish longer term. I just feel within the next 2 weeks in front of the election, there's no way, with all that uncertainty, there's no way that people are going to be aggressive to the long side. On the other hand, November through April are the best 6 months of the year. 80% of the gains in the market occur then. So we're coming into a sweet spot for the market. The real sweet spot is December through January, those 2 months. But, hey, by the way, we're up 16% for the year. I want to go back to the beginning of the year and see if weekly, okay, the beginning of the year, January. So the first week, second week, third week, boy, the first week, the January effect, the market was up. It says the market will be up for the year. The first month of January is the January barometer. The market was up. It says you'll be up for the year. And we're up 16%. And no crash in sight. So that's kind of cool. That's very, very cool. All right. So, okay, what's the game plan? Game plan is looking for the market to weaken a little bit more and then get aggressive to the long side. Okay, I came out of everything today thinking, you know what, this market, the charts look terrible this weekend, and the market's going to pull back, and I just don't want to be in these stocks when they pull back. And then we'll refresh, start new, be in cash, and find some new winners. I love the market, and we can find winners. All right, let's look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average real quick. And again, if you guys have questions or crystal ball readings, just put it in the question box. And I will get to it immediately, if not sooner. Dow Jones Industrial Average, isn't that weird? This is like the bookies. How do the bookies know the point spreads? They had University of Colorado a 41-point underdog. They lost by 44 points. Are you kidding me? One field goal separated on 41 points? How could they be so close? It blows my mind. Well, look at this in the market. We have the doji and we have the down day, just like the S&P. All right, let's look at the Dow Jones Transportation Average, because this is really your gauge of the economy. It did a hammer today as well. Closed down, but a hammer at the 50 and the 100. So certainly the markets are trying to support here. No question about it. All right, let's look at gold and silver. GLD, same concept. Look at this. Pull back to the 50. So far it's holding it. We're on an ADX sell, MACD sell. The odds are it's not going to hold it. But it's holding it. So that's good. Silver, I'm not sure. Silver has created a huge M formation. This is the SLV, Silver ETF. But look at this M. Here's your neckline. We broke the neckline. Then we bounced a couple days. Then we came down through the 50. Then we bounced. But we're going lower here. So if you guys own the USLV, sorry about that. If it bounced today, great. If it bounces tomorrow, sell into the bounce. Now, I've been looking at the DSLV, which is the 2-to-1, a 3-to-1 short silver. So if SLV goes down, this one's going to go up. And my point here is keep it on your watch list. If it gets above the 50, it's going to go up to here. So if it takes out 25, it's going to like 34. 9 points. Let me put it on my watch list. DSLV. I'll take USLV off and put DSLV. File same. So that's what I'm looking for, a big move if it takes out a certain target. But in general, I think gold and silver look lower. But gold, if it doesn't break the 50, gold's good to go. And maybe that's just what this is, a pullback to the 50. Oh, this is USLV. This isn't a bad pattern right here. GLD. But if it breaks the 50, it's a bad pattern. And look how you're getting a rollover in these moving averages, the 5, the 10, the 21. Not good. All right, let's look at the dollar. Because if the dollar goes up, the market goes down. Dollar had a big rally Thursday and Friday of last week. Markets sold off. The dollar today was unchanged. But I guess this is a buy signal. Kind of an island reversal, morning star. So if the dollar can get up here, the market's going to sell off. We'll see. Oil, UCO. Oil was down $1.75 today. This is ugly. This UCO. Ultra short crude. No, ultra long crude. What's the short? SCO? This is ultra short crude. SCO. I don't know if oil is going to go a lot lower, but certainly the pattern on the UCO is bearish. ADX sell, MACD sell, volume is sell. Let's look at UCO and USO. USO is the 1-to-1. Same pattern. Below the 50, doing a wave 2. Wave 1 goes from here to here. Wave 2 goes sideways. You break this low, and you're going down to here. All right. Let me start going over some of the stock ideas on the watch list. And again, hold on, let me get this call. All right, sorry about that. If you guys have any stocks you want me to look at or crystal ball readings, just put them in. Herm wants to know if anything is left in JRCC. You know, the coal stocks acted great today. When the Dow was down 100 points or so, the coal stocks were up nicely. They didn't give it back. Look at JRCC. Now, this is on our longs. Coal looks good. I don't know why, but who cares why? What is all that counts. So this should, I got to tell you, moving averages are magnets. And when you break one, you go to the next. Well, we've broken the 200. The next moving average is the 500 up at $12. Can this be a $12 stock? Yes. Yes. There's a lot left in JRCC. Look at this volume coming into it. This is another one I want to put on my watch list. Okay? But I have to take one off. So let's take it off FSLR and put on JRCC. As these stocks come up and I get excited, I'm putting them on here. All right? All right, so there's a lot left in JRCC, and I like it. Nadine wants to know about, Carol, I need to talk to you. Could you give me a call tomorrow? Okay, so BAC, Bank of America. First off, I don't know. When you invest in the evil empire, is it bad karma? When you buy Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, is it bad karma? This thing has a double top at 10. So if Bank of America can take out 10, it looks good. It's not my favorite chart on the money center banks. I still like CS even though I sold it today. This one, that's kind of a sell signal right here. Thought it was a breakout. See, we're getting a lot of failed breakouts. That's why I'm negative on the market. Yes, I'm still in, let's see. I'm still in Mattel in the lead trader, and I think I'm still Mattel. I'm going to bring it up on the, I didn't sell everything today. Now, Mattel was down today because of Hasbro. And Hasbro had disappointing earnings, but Mattel had good earnings last week. So I'm still a believer in Mattel going into Christmas. And yes, I still own it. Let's see. Can it pull back one more day? Yes. ADX still on a buy. I like this. We're starting to roll, so it needs to like gain some momentum. But this gap up on big volume is what you're looking for. So yeah, I still like it. See how it did it like this? Look at this. It gapped up in July, went 2 days up, gapped up in October, went 2 days up, then it 2 days down, 2 days down, then it rallied. Down, rallied. So after a rally in this stock, it tends to pull back. That's what it's doing right now. Yes, I'm still in that. Mark, what do you think of X? Looks like there's huge resistance around 23. Well, first off, did I buy a stock that's U.S. Steel? No, I have a Watchlist stock that's steel and iron that I like. U.S. Steel's okay, up 76 cents. For some reason, there's strength in these steel and iron, but it's got to take out 24. Is that what you said? 24 is the number. This high. You got to take this high out. But if you do, and the 200-day, if you do, you go to 28, you go to 32. Now, one of the stocks on the watch list, MLI, is also steel. Oh, metal fabrication. Take that back. Although this one did a doji today, which is not great, but this is good. This is good. This is good. Look how it did a doji, pulled back, and then rallied. Did a doji, pulled back, then rallied. This thing might pull back, so I wouldn't buy it here. But U.S. Steel's got to take out that number, 24. Douglas wants to know about PKG. Now this is our play for Christmas packaging. I love this chart. The only thing I don't like is look at the ADX strength of trend rolling and the plus DMI. MACD's on a sell. So this stock is in a consolidation that it's not ready to go. When this turns up, it'll probably be on a breakout, and then it's ready to go. This one will be big, 32, 36, 36, 40, and so on. But this is a, I guess, a Christmas play, holiday season play, packaging. So I still like it, but it looks like it needs more time to consolidate. All right, let's do some of the stocks. OEH. OEH is Orient Express Hotels, This is like JRCC, just goes crazy, keeps going. This is very speculative. It did trade 3.5 million shares today, which is pretty good. Let's look at the weekly. I think this is an all-time. Nope. So it should get up into here, $15. If it takes out 15, it's going to 35. So, you know, I want some scouts out there. And if OEH takes out, what did I say, 15, it's a buy. Because, I don't know, it just looks fantastic. There's all this room to go. And the longer the base, the bigger the move. Look at this volume. Now, this is a weekly chart, last 5 trading days. But look at that volume. So something's going on here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. He says you got to beware. All right, another stock, PHM, a housing stock. Man, housing stocks have been so strong. A little doji today, so you got to watch out. When you get dojis at the top, sometimes it means pullbacks. And one of the things that, you know, the housing stocks all of a sudden are very popular. Everyone's talking about them. That's when they pull back. See, what we like to do is find stocks that no one's talking about, find the chart patterns, make sure they trade enough volume, and go for it. When they start talking about it, when it's on CNBC, it's pretty much over, the opportunity. That's the way I feel. You got to find them before they become popular. Now let's look at some other residential construction stocks. See if it's just Pulte or, wow, look at this. This might be China. Look at this. Holy moly, that pays 5.9%. Let's look at a weekly. Huh. If this one takes out $4, it goes to 5.25, and then 7. I don't know. This looks really risky, but it looks like, wow, after today, a large open candle through the 200. It should double top up here at 380, $4. Look at this volume. This is interesting. Wow. All right. I'm looking at residential construction. Lennar did a little doji today too. KBH, MDC, they all did dojis. What is this? What? They have a memo that goes out? Okay, guys, doji. We're all going to be dojing. This one looks good. SPF. Let's look at a weekly. But again, the charts look really good in this sector. It's one of the few sectors. SPF took out these highs, get to 10. This one looks good. All right. Again, if you guys have questions, just put them in the box. JRCC is one of the stocks on the watch list, and I got to tell you, this thing looks much higher. Much higher. But it has to take out a certain number. What is that number? What did I say? $6? All the way up there? Well, let me look on a 15-minute. Look at this chart, 15-minute. Is this beautiful? Since 10:11. Oh my God. All right, let's go to an hourly. What does that look like? Fantastic. Wow, this thing looks good. Oh, that's half an hour. Doesn't matter. All right, Mark, where would you buy JRCC? I think it has to take out a certain number. Where did I get that? It's got to take out 5. It did. Then it's going to... Well, to be quite honest, look at the strength of trend. I'd buy it on any pullback. Any weakness tomorrow, buy it. Is there a stock? Why? And there is. What's this? This is Allegheny Property and Casualty. Stay away from property. First of all, it only trades 20,000 shares. Herm. So it's too light. But look at this tail. This thing's going down, baby. Look at all these tails. Down. Tails. Ugh. That's because it doesn't trade much. Stay away from this one. But also stay away from property casualty. They look terrible. You know, AIG got just crushed on Friday. Did do a little hammer today. But this looks like this. The other one I liked was HCII because of the dividend. Pays 3.5%. This one has a better chart pattern at least. But MACD sell. You're rolling over on your strength of trend. All right, Mark. BWEN gapped up on very high volume a few days ago, but has come back down to earth. Worth getting into. Well, let's look at it. Probably not. What did I just do? Oh, no. It's not that. Oh, candlesticks. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, draw color, good. Down color, comparison color. No. What's that? Why is there yellow in here? Oh man, I messed this guy up. Alright, I'll just use this. AIG, terrible. Oh, back to residential construction. Ugh. Let me just look at property casualty real quick. I think I was looking at the HCII. Something's wrong with these guys. They're all doing doji. This is what I was talking about over the weekend. We're getting chart patterns like this. Sell signal. Sell signal. Totally. What is it? Why can't I do the price chart? Edit. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Hold on a second. You know, what I was seeing on the charts was breakouts are failing, long tails to the upside, money's coming out of technology, and biotechs breaking down. Although this one is good. I like Travelers. Oh, it's $74. Forget it. Okay, I'll go back to some of the stocks. DF, Dean Foods. Great chart, except one problem. This tail today. They took this thing all the way up to 1917 and closed in 1865. So this tail indicates we should pull back tomorrow. We're clearly on an ADX buy, on a MACD buy, good volume. Let's look at the weekly. A huge candle on the weekly, should get up to here. And again, when we do the weekly and say here's our target, that's, you know, many weeks. 2209, close at 1865. So this one looks good as a defensive play, Dean Foods. Is CBM worth looking into? CBM. Biotech. I think first off, it only trades 129,000 shares on an update. That's not good. But it did bounce off its 50, and the market's doing the same thing. Bounce off the 50, up, hasn't violated the 50. So this one is fine until it breaks the 50. Then you got a problem. And it doesn't trade a lot of volume, Carol. So I'd stay away from it. I'd prefer to look at stocks that trade volume. Okay, let's look at some of the biotechs. This isn't good. Doji, oh, the biotech average did a doji at the 50. Arna, down. OSIR. This one looks like Q-Core. Looks like it wants to bounce, doesn't it? Array, terrible. PDLI, not bad. Even went up while we were watching it. So this is what I'm saying. They're not very good. The Fox said that Oryx was up the other day and Vivus was up today. Let's see. Whoa, look at Oryx today. Down 30. Grant says, with regards to volume, he traded Reed, which trades fairly low volume. The stock did well, but on low volume. It was a mistake buying Reed because of the volume. I made a huge mistake. What happened, I couldn't sell it today. The reason I couldn't sell it is I knew that we'd have all the master members selling it, and it would destroy the price. So the only way I can sell Reed is on strength, with people coming in to buy. And is that going to happen? I hope so, but I have to wait for that. So I couldn't sell Reed today because it's so illiquid. Not that I couldn't sell my shares, but then all the master members who sold would have, it would have destroyed the stock. So that's the negative of a stock that doesn't trade a lot of volume. So you're right. I shouldn't have bought Reed. I did. All right, OREX. Look at this. I thought this stock rallied last week. Anyway, that one was down. Again, I just don't like the biotechs. Vivus was up today. Am I on the right day? The Vivus was supposedly up $1, the Fox said. Maybe this morning it was up $1. Wow. Yeah, this is ugly. Ugly. What about Arna? Oh, Vivus is up in after hours. Thanks, Mike. The Fox said it was up in after hours. Actually, let me go to after hours because Yahoo supposedly had better than expected earnings, and it was up in after hours, I think. Let me just run through a couple of these guys. After hours. I don't trust after hours. It's the close of the next day. But let's see. Vivus. Up $1.09. Oh yeah, but forget it. There's no volume. Oh, that's a joke. It's not up $1.09. I wish the Fox would look at that. There's one trade for 600 shares. Look at this. Let me bring this over so you guys can see it. It's on my other computer. Okay, so 1604 is 404. They did a 19,000 share block. Oh no, 19.65 was the closing. What was the closing price on Vivus? Okay, so closed in 1948 today. It was down. Now, in after hours, where'd I go? In after hours, it opened in 19 for 260 shares, then 550, 1948, then 3,900, 48, 348, 6,048, and then the last trade is 600 shares at 20.57. Give me a break. So that's just someone printing the tape. This stock's not up in after hours. You got to see consistent volume. Let's look at Yahoo. We'll see consistent volume in Yahoo, and this will be real number, what it's trading at in after hours. Yahoo! A lot of people are going to be saying Yahoo tomorrow. Up 75 cents. It was one of the few technology stocks that came out with good earnings. See all these trades? That means it's real. And Yahoo up 75 cents. Nice. Then there was Texas Instruments. Is Texas Instruments TXN? I thought it was TXN. It used to be TXN. It's only down 9 cents. So their earnings were not that disappointing. Stock's only down 9 cents. Interesting. Okay. Let's go through a couple more. Where's my... Oh. Okay. Let's look at another one on the list. NFP. I don't know what this is. Ooh, dark candle today. Look at that. Insurance broker. See, I'm seeing this all over the place. Coming off their highs, they're giving me these dark candles. I don't know. No time safe. Easy scan. Okay, I just gotta get rid of this stupid system settings. This pointer going to it. Price graph. Here we go. Candlestick. Yeah, but I gotta get my... Okay. Mark, can you please comment on eBay? It came out with good earnings last week. eBay. Did it rally on the earnings? Yep. Big dark candle, big open candle on Friday or Thursday. Little bit of a tail here, so you could pull back. You want it to hold halfway down this candle. That's really important. 263, $1.31, so 49.52. So 49.52 has to hold on this one, eBay. But it does look good. ADX is on a buy, although strength of trend is low. MACD's on a buy. I don't know. I wouldn't be a buyer here. Kevin wants to know what my target is on UVXY. Well, I got to tell you, this one, I've traded this in my lead trader account, you know, where I trade my personal account and you hook up on Ditto Trade and you get my trades. I had so much of this last Thursday. and I sold some Friday, sold more today. I'm down to like 10,000. But what's my target? Ugh. You know, earlier today I would have said higher, a lot higher. But this is disappointing, this tail here. You know, you have a breakout or at least a large open candle on Friday, and then today you can't sustain it. So this is really a problem. This one, I think you got to sell when it rallies. My target is 35, and then the 50 at 38. So 35, 38 is my target. I don't know if we're going to get there. I don't know how this market pulls back and corrects. Does it correct like yesterday or Friday, down big, and then today went down again and then rallied the last hour, and then probably they'll take it up tomorrow? Is that how we correct? I don't know. I think we're going to go lower in the short term, and the UVXY should go higher. But this is a funny thing. Let me look at the VIX. Kevin, how many shares do you have? The VIX still looks good. ADX buy, MACD buy, still looks like it's going higher. This is driving me crazy. Okay, good. I'm glad you got 500 left. Good. That's perfect. So if we get another sell-off, you'll sell into strength. That's the way to play this guy. All right, let me do some more stocks. HLSS, this is very interesting. I really like this stock because it's home loan servicing, mortgages. Servicing mortgages, you got to believe it's going to be real. I've been saying, God, that business could be amazing. So check out this guy, HLSS. And it pays a 6.8% dividend. And if you look at the weekly, never been here before. It's a new issue. I really like this one. This to me is a megatrend, mortgage refinancing. I'm going to put this one on my watch list. Which one do I take off? TZA. I hate the TZA. Okay. So keep your eye on this one. Did a doji today, so if it's down tomorrow, that's a sell signal, so be careful. But this one looks like it's got much more to go. I know. I hate the way it trades, is what I meant, Grant. TZA. It was like, I don't know. It doesn't do anything. I mean, for all the risk you're in, it doesn't do anything. I mean, this thing should go to the 200-day moving average at 1857. That's 3 points. We should get that. But I don't know. This thing acts terrible. It doesn't trade good. I don't think. So that's why I hate it. I mentioned earlier DSLV. This is the short of the SLV. We were long 3-to-1. Now this is a short 3-to-1. If this takes out the 50-day, God bless America. 25.33. I mean, I know it's a ways up, but if it does, this thing could go to 33 in a heartbeat. Hi, Alan. How you doing? How'd you like the systems workshop on Saturday? Alan wants to know about cores, Michael Kors. Doji down day. That's a sell signal. It's losing momentum. So if I own this, I'd sell it. But when it takes out this number, 57.92, I'd get right back in it. But I'd sell it here because it's on a sell signal. Great. Oh, good. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. All right. How about this one? TWM. This is the short, 2-to-1 short of the Russell 2000. This looks really good. And when the market rallied back today, this one, well, it closed unchanged. But this looks good as a short. Let me get through some of the incomes, growth in income. WPC, this is a REIT, diversified industrial, down 50 cents, pays 4.9%. And it looks like it's at an all-time high, or close to it. So that's why I liked it, all-time high. Another income play was MPW. I've had this on the list forever. I love this chart. It pays 7% and it just keeps going up. Healthcare facilities. If that's not a megatrend, nothing is. OHI. Omega Healthcare. Another healthcare facilities. Not as good a pattern though as MPW. I'd go with MPW. And then this is very interesting. Cliffs Natural Resources. You know, this is a stock that has huge upside potential. Steel and iron. You asked me earlier about X, U.S. Steel. Well, the steel and iron group seems to be strong over the last week. And if this one takes out 46, it's going to explode. But my point is it pays 5.6%. And you can get some capital gains. Which one's a trend line low? Susie. So I like this. Capital gains plus income. Cliffs Natural Resources. Trend line low? Oh yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. Here's your trend line. You like trend lines? So here's what Susie's talking about. Okay? You draw a trend line from the low and the higher low, and it creates a trend line. And it pulled right back to the trend line and then bounced. That's very interesting. Oh, the trend line on the ADX. That's what you're talking about. Here's what you want on the ADX. This green line, the yellow line, to go through the red and the blue, red and the green. That's a alligator's mouth, crocodile's mouth, the tongue. The red is the tongue. But it's down below, which means it doesn't have that much of a strength of trend. But this is an income play where capital gains is secondary. All right, let me go through a couple of the reverse ETFs in case this market continues to go lower. SQQQ, quadruple Qs, had a breakout on Friday, pulled back today. Your ADX strength of trend starting to move up. You're on an ADX MACD buy signal. This thing can get all the way up to $50. At least $47.50. Another reverse ETF, SRTY. This is Ultra Pro Short Russell, so 2-to-1 short Russell. This one's got huge potential as well if the market breaks down. TZA was on the list. This one can get up to here, but I just hate the way it trades. TWM is the 1-to-1 short Russell 2000. Same pattern as the 2-to-1. And then I talked about this earlier, DSLV. If silver gets hit, this thing's going to rocket. So we're keeping our eye on this one. All right, so my assessment is the market does nothing between now and the election, or it sells off between now and the election. However, if that happens after the election, the market's going to rally huge. Now, if the market rallies into the election, it will sell off after the election. It's kind of like an option expiration Friday. So I don't see any reason to be aggressively long here in front of the election. And the other thing is, I was looking at the charts over the weekend, and they all look so ugly to me. I said, sell everything until further notice. And that's the way I feel. I mean, I held, some of them, but in general, I'm selling everything. And you should too. So if we have any kind of strength tomorrow, and I expect it early, I'd be a seller. Raise cash. We can always buy them back if they take out the highs. That's the way we play it. We don't want to miss the move, but we also don't want to take the risk of, look what happened to Boyle today. Down 4 1/4. We sold before it went down with the idea that if it breaks out to the upside and takes out the high, we're going to get back in. Well, there's risk, and it didn't do that. It went down. So a lot of times when they rally up into highs or resistance or double tops, it's great to sell them, because if they break out, you will get back in. So you're not going to miss anything. But if they pull back, you're out. You don't have any risk. And the other thing I just wanted to mention, had a conversation with an elite member tonight. And he had a big loss in one of the reverse ETFs. I forget what it was. Oh, no, it was the USLV. Big loss. And he said to me, Wiz, I'm down $8,000. I can't sell. And I said to him, you're thinking of it the wrong way. You need to think of it as if it's your equity that counts. You're already lost the $8,000. Your equity is down by $8,000. So whether you sell it or don't sell it, you've lost the money. But the thing is, there's a saying on Wall Street, it's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. Well, if you're riding a stock from whatever, 38 to 30, first off, you were wrong, and you're staying wrong. What's the point? You're just going to lose more money. We know when we have a good trade that it's good right from the beginning. the stock goes up right at the beginning, or it's down at the beginning and then it rallies quickly. Our bad trades are bad right from the beginning. So you know what a good trade is and what a bad trade is. Good trade goes up. Bad trade goes down. So it's okay to be in a stock that goes down. It's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. So I just want to mention this whole concept about, oh, I'm down $8,000, I can't sell. That's ridiculous because your equity is already down. The idea is to grow your equity. It's a monolith. It's a one, the equity is the equity. Now you have individual stocks that make up the equity, but don't get married to the stocks. And just because it's down $8,000, and the other thing I said is, look, by selling this, you're freeing up money to buy something else that can make up the loss. A lot of people say, well, I'll just wait till it goes back to even, break even. And my attitude is, how do you know it's going to go back? And how do you know something else won't go faster? So it's really important to know this. Bad trades start out bad. Good trades start out good. And the idea is it's okay to be wrong. We're all wrong in the market. You can't help but be wrong. But it's not okay to stay wrong. Being wrong and staying wrong are two different things. Okay? All right, any other questions? Oh, you know what? I'm going to open up the trading room tomorrow to master members. Elite members get this, live trading room. We're going to open it up to master members. So you'll get an email in the morning as far as the webinar ID number. Okay? But get ready. We're going to do the trading room tomorrow morning. Can't wait. It's so much fun, and I'd love to see master members get in there for the energy, for the ideas, for the community, for the interaction. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the trading room tomorrow. All right? Okay. Any other questions, comments, crystal ball readings before we go watch baseball, football, and presidential debate? I just wonder how many people are going to watch the debate versus football? And then the poor San Francisco Giants and St. Louis Cardinals. They're playing a seventh game and nobody cares. Nobody even knows. It's crazy. Oh, we're going to watch both. Nice, Susie. Susie, are you a Democrat or Republican? Don wants to know about AUQ. This is gold mining. I'm glad you brought this up, Don. Republican? A woman Republican? That's like my daughter. How is that possible? Don't you worry about the right choice? Okay. This is interesting because Nugget was up today when the market was down and then it bounced. This has a good looking pattern. So a lot of these gold miners were up today. AUQ or AUY, but I think AUQ looks better. Let's look at a weekly. This got a problem. You got the 50, you got the 100. Look at all this resistance. I wouldn't play this one. Let's just go through real quick some of the gold miners. See which ones look good. KGC, GOLD, AUY looks interesting. Oh, let me go further out so I can see the resistance. Okay. So far, they don't look that good. Wow. Huh. TIRXF was up today. Let's look at SLW. Let me look at some silver stocks. Now this one is interesting. SLW. Wow, look at this. Triple top. Let's see if some of the other silver stocks look good. Past looks interesting. It's funny. Silver looks terrible. CDE, they come out with earnings on Thursday, but this is probably the best looking. Let me see what the weekly looks like. Well, if CDE can take out $30.99, it closed at $30.40. It's going back to like 36. So this looks good. And it's weird that this looks good and the USLV looks so bad. Let's look at some other silver stocks. Not here. ECA, okay. Oh, CDE is the best. I'm placing posters on my computer with saying of the night. It's okay to be wrong, but not stay wrong. Right. It's true. Mark says AXU looks good. That must be a gold stock. It does? Nah, this doesn't look good. Actually, it's a large candle to the 50, but look at this. All this you got to eat through. I don't like that. Where is natural gas and UNG headed? How would I know, Grant? I mean, come on. I have no idea. All I know is this looks like a sell signal to me on UNG. But I have no idea. I think, we've seen a generational bottom and the demand's going to increase for natural gas. So long term, it's going to go higher. But we do have an oversupply of it right now. But that doesn't mean anything to me. I'm about the charts. And this chart looks like a failed breakout, just like all the other things I've been talking about. This market just looks weird. All the failed breakouts. Okay, guys, good luck in the debate. Hope your team wins. And then good luck in the San Francisco Giants. We're rooting for them. And we're rooting, who's the Monday night game? Detroit. Oh, we want Chicago. We like Chicago. So have a great night, and we'll see you in the morning. And don't forget, we're opening up the trading room to all master members. So tomorrow will be fun. See you then. Arrivederci, Roma. May the stock market gods be with you.